Hey, I'm Paul Dano. I'm here at the Kim's Video Collection here at Alamo Drafthouse in downtown Manhattan. Where would like the monster movies be? I don't necessarily mean horror movies. Do you know what I mean? Do you guys have like some monster movies? Yeah. When we moved from Manhattan to the suburbs in 3rd grade, that's when video stores became a part of my life. So the town next to us had the Blockbuster, and our town had 2 video stores. One was kind of like nicer looking, and then one was almost, it felt like it was in a house. What I remember of that video store is taking my grandma there, who would rent me anything. So 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. And on the back right of the store were all like the horror movies, which, by the way, I cannot watch now. I get scared. I don't respond well to like gore and violence, but as a little kid, I thought they were the coolest. So my earliest memories are going to the back right of this video store and renting, you know, the Friday the 13th and the Nightmare on Elm Street, but also like Toxic Avenger. Oh, look at these images on the back. That's hard. This is horrible. This is horrible. My grandma would rent me anything, and so my friends would come over. We'd have like a sleepover at my house and watch these like movies where people are getting killed.
This boy feels the need for speed.
I remember in high school my dad saying, "You haven't seen that movie Boogie Nights, have you?" And I was like, "No." You know, and like, of course, the first thing you try to do when your parent says that to you is you try to see it.
I guess the only thing I can say is I'll promise to keep rocking and rolling and making better films.
I saw Boogie Nights solely because my dad didn't want me to. When I moved back to Manhattan, I lived on 7th Street and was not far from Kim's, both locations. So I was in and out of college because I was already acting, but the first class I took there was kind of based on Paul Schrader's The Transcendental Style and Film book. And so I would go to Kim's to find these movies because where else are you going to get them? Definitely the first video store where things were organized by the filmmaker. It's just such a fun way to learn if you discover one film you like and then you want to see the other Melville films or whatever it is, because it also kind of lionizes, you know, the artist. I think what's more cool about Kim's was like, if it wasn't as famous, you know, like I remember in one of my classes I had to watch Pale Flower, which is an incredible film, and I believe it was on the Criterion Collection, but you know, that wasn't by Kurosawa or something, right? That was a harder to come by film. It sort of felt like you were either joining some like cool kid group in that way, of people who like knew about movies in a way that you didn't, even though it was sort of like culty. In a way, it also feels like the big leagues, like, oh, okay, you know, if you really like movies, you know something about movies, you know, Kim's. Man, I don't know how he worked so fast. I don't know how people make so many films. I feel like it's so hard just to write and make one. The Sundance Collection. I did my first film when I was 16 and I went to Sundance, and that definitely changed my life, not just in terms of, you know, beginning a career, but it's opening me up to independent film, which I probably didn't even know what that was really at the time. Oh, cult. Okay, cool. See, now this is a section where I could learn something. This would be fun. Ator, the Fighting Eagle. That's a good box. This looks scary. Virus. Earth is in for a shock. Yep. Okay. The 80s is one of 1983's 10 best movies. Oh, it's Chantal Akerman. Wow. I don't know this one. Very bottom picture is scratchy. Best copy available. Time Rider. The Adventure of Lynn Swan. Oh. Lynn Swan is a champion off-road racer, but to the people of 1877, he's something very, very different.
Time Rider, the adventure of Lyle Swan.
General Lee had had that machine. We won the war.
Oh, here, this is great. My friend John Mark Sherman gave this to me, I think, when I did a play of his in my early 20s. I got to do this play a few years ago on Broadway. It was really, really special. This was sort of legendary in the, you know, actor scene in New York, the taping of that play. Probably especially a male actor in like the 90s and early 2000s, like this VHS tape, you know, might have meant something to you.
What, is it correct in the comedy section?
No, I mean, it's funny. I don't know where I would put it. Maybe we'd put it on drama first with some other Sam Shepard stuff. What are our sections, though?
The drama is just kind of right here.
I suppose there's a spot waiting for it right there. Fat City is great. That was one that was really hard to find. I don't know why, and that's by a famous director. I remember having to seek that out. I still don't think it even has a good DVD, Blu-ray, or 4K or anything. It may be my most profound vice is the inability not to buy movies. We live in New York, we don't have like the space for it, but I really love physical, the physical media, and I believe that it has energy. So like, you want your books and your movies in your home. I think, you want those people there with you, so to speak. So I've always not only been somebody who likes to rent a movie, but I like having my favorite filmmakers in the house. Yeah, okay, this is the X-rated version.